Okay, it is 11:50 and I will officially start the keynote talk. Um, we are deeply honored to have Dekyi Yangtso Chawla as the keynote speaker for our second GTPN Hackathon. Dekyi-La is the co-founder of Reward 360, India's leading loyalty technology and solutions company, and brings with her a wealth of experience in business development and human resources. Born and raised in Bangalore with a strong foundation in Tibetan values, Dekyi-La has pursued advanced degrees from Bangalore University and National University of Singapore. Her impressive career spans over a decade with significant roles at Visa International and Hewlett Packard, I don't know how to pronounce that, where she honed her expertise and leadership. In addition to her corporate achievements, Dekyi-La is a dedicated advocate for the Tibetan community, working tirelessly to provide career opportunities and training for young Tibetans, as we found out about Pujankata. Without further ado, I'm honored to welcome Dekyi Yangtso Chawla to the stage. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Domla. Thank you, and touch leg everyone. It's morning, so ngatutile. I'm honored to be the keynote speaker today amidst, all of you young Tibetan tech professionals and students, which I learned of during our tech run earlier this evening with Domla and Nobula. And when Ngawala and the team reached out to me, I was thrilled to learn that GTPN has organized this hackathon. I was not aware of the one that you had earlier last year. For me, I believe, this event is not just a competition, but, a remarkable opportunity to foster innovation. And your presence here participating in this hackathon is a testament to the incredible talent and innovation within our community. Um, so today, I'd like to share with you my entrepreneurial journey, the lessons I've learned, and how we as a community can harness emerging technologies to create a better life. Like Domala mentioned, my journey, of course, began in Bangalore, where I was born and raised, deeply rooted, in our Tibetan values. And my Amla and Pala always encouraged me to pursue my passions with confidence, and this advice has been a guiding force throughout my life. Um, and so after completing my MBA from Singapore, I worked in the corporate world with roles in business development and HR, like you mentioned, at companies like Visa International and Hewlett Packard, HP, both in Singapore, in India, and with a short stint in Hong Kong as well. In 2011, I co-founded Reward 360 Global Services. I'm going to call it R360 in short, with my husband Amit. Um, Today, R360 is a leading loyalty technology company managing loyalty platforms and digital customer engagement for large enterprises across India, Southeast Asia, and the Middle East. Our clients include some of the biggest names in the banking sector, such as, Standard Chartered Bank, HDFC, ICICI, Axis Bank, Emirates Bank, etc. So if I take India alone, about 70% of credit cards in the country go through our platform for redemptions. So that's about 100 million cardholders. And the GMV value of it year on year is about 650 million US dollars. Uh, Today, as we gather here virtually for this hackathon, I think it's essential to talk about the role of emerging technologies in shaping our future. The tech industry is at the forefront of disruptive innovation, and staying ahead of the curve is absolutely crucial. Recently, I had the opportunity to attend a masterclass with Peter Diamandis and David Roberts. Both of the Peter is the founder of Singularity University. I'm not sure how many of you know about Singularity University, but Peter is also professor at Stanford, and David is from Harvard. And the master class is where we delved into new disruptive theories that challenge traditional ways of thinking. So this experience reminded me of the importance of continuously upskilling and staying informed about the latest trends in technology, be it AI, blockchain, 5G, IoT, advanced robotics, etc., etc. So at R360, we've embraced these disruptive technologies by integrating artificial intelligence into our platforms. Our dedicated team of data scientists is working on AI-driven projects to enhance customer engagement and loyalty solutions for all our client base. Now, this is not about not just about keeping up with the competition. It's about leading the change, the charge, and being a pioneer in your field. I think that's most important. So, for those of you participating in this hackathon, I urge you to think about how you can incorporate AI and other emerging technologies into your projects. Disruptive innovation often comes from challenging the status quo and thinking beyond the obvious. It's really imperative to adopt and adapt to emerging technologies before we get disrupted. And that's something that I've been learning and reading about in the last couple of years. Innovation is at the heart of entrepreneurship, and it often starts with a simple question: what if? And at Reward 360, we foster a culture that encourages curiosity and experimentation. I believe that the best ideas often come from um, unexpected places, and it's crucial to create an environment where everyone feels empowered to share their thoughts. For example, let me share a story from our early days at the company. We were working on a loyalty program for a major bank, and our initial approach didn't quite resonate with the client. So instead of giving up, we brought our team together for a brainstorming session. A junior team member suggested a completely different approach, which ultimately became the key to our success with that client. This experience taught me the value of listening to every voice and being open to new ideas. And that leads me to another practice I hold close to my heart, and that is nurturing a strong company culture. One of the key pillars of R360's success has been our emphasis on company culture. I've always believed that a strong, positive culture is the cornerstone of any successful organization. And in our companies, values such as trust, collaboration, fostering a culture of innovation, agile methodology, etc., are paramount. So these values guide our day-to-day operations and long-term strategies, creating an environment where creativity and collaboration thrive. To further instill these values, we host hackathons within our company, similar to what you're experiencing today. These internal hackathons encourage our teams to think outside the box, develop innovative solutions, and push the boundaries of what's possible. I mean, it's this focus on culture and continuous innovation that has allowed our company to stay ahead in a very competitive industry. This does not mean that we did not have our own challenges. Every entrepreneurial journey is marked by failures and setbacks. I've had my share of businesses that didn't succeed as planned, but I've learned that failure is not something to be feared. It's an opportunity to learn and grow. One of the most challenging moments in my career was during the early phase of Reward 360 when we struggled to secure our very first big client. So after several rejections, we took a step back, reassessed our approach, and made um, several strategic changes. So thus our resilience paid off, and we eventually secured that client, which opened doors to many more. And thus far, we've grown organically, primarily through word of mouth, as we've always been a bit media shy and haven't engaged in traditional marketing efforts. In fact, we don't even have a marketing team, and you'll be quite surprised to know that. However, we've come to realize that to scale more rapidly and reach a larger global audience, it's important to share our successes more openly and not stay under the radar. That's something we are excited to change moving forward, and I would be driving that change. So hopefully, you learn more about us or read more about us in the near future. So, for those of you aspiring to launch your own ventures, remember that failure is a natural part of the process. Embrace it, learn from it, and let it propel you forward. And as you dive into your professional careers, um, I thought I'd just share with you 4 tips that have truly guided me. One is stay true to your values. Your values are your North Star. Let them guide your decisions, especially in challenging times. Then is continuous learning. The tech industry is constantly evolving. Keep upskilling yourself and stay informed about emerging trends and technologies. As I mentioned earlier, I continue to upskill myself even at this stage of my life. And I'm on the higher side of my 40s now, and most of you are half my age, I think. So, number 3 is, of course, build a strong support and networking system. Surround yourself with people who believe in your vision and challenge you to be better. I cannot stress enough the importance of community and networking. Being part of a community like this one, where we can share ideas, learn from each other, and collaborate, is truly invaluable. Um, my journey has been deeply enriched by the networks I've built over the years, from my team at RC60 to the incredible communities like FICCI, which is the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industries. And I'm also actively part of the YPO, which is the Young Presidents Organization. It started off from the US, of course. And I continue to serve on the executive boards. And number 4, the last one, is give back to the community. Entrepreneurship is not just about building a successful business, it's also about creating a positive impact. And through my work with the Tibetan Entrepreneurship Development, the TED Hub, and GTPN, I've had the privilege of mentoring young Tibetan professionals and students year in year. And it's incredibly fulfilling to see others succeed and to know that you've played a part in their journey, however small or big. So remember that this hackathon is more than just a competition. It's an opportunity to bring your ideas to life, to push boundaries, and to make a difference. And truly, you're incredibly fortunate to be given this platform to showcase your skills and creativity, especially being based in, the United States or Canada. I think the land of opportunities. You have access to resources, to networks, that actually fosters innovation. Use this to your advantage. Um, the world is constantly evolving, as you know, and needs innovators like you who are willing to challenge the status quo and create solutions that impact life. Um, I believe that it's really, really important and imperative to foster an innovative mindset, be relentless in your pursuit of excellence, and never underestimate the power you have to create change. Whether you succeed or face challenges, remember that each step you take is a step towards something greater. You have the potential not just to be participants in this world, but to be leaders, change makers, and pioneers who shape the future. But more than anything, it requires you to stay true to who you are and to the values that you hold dear. So, I've come to the end of, in conclusion, I've come to the end of my speech, but thank you for allowing me to share my story with you today. And I hope that my experiences and insights inspire you to pursue your own professional and entrepreneurial dreams with confidence and passion. Remember, the future is in your hands. Embrace it with an open heart and a determined spirit. Pachana.